Alright, alright, alright. Here we are. Live at last, about to have a bong rip here. You know how it goes. Met at the stove, you know how it goes. Alright, so we beat all 5 of the locations, or cleared them out, I should say, all 5 locations. Very soon we're going to be turning on the main power. I think I still have to do like little side quests for each gang. So I gotta talk to them, I gotta do what they want me to do. And then at that point I think we're ready to turn on the Nuka-World power, main power. And then we can explore the rest of Nuka-World. Still gotta do the space invasion stuff. There's still quite a bit to do on this one, on Nuka-World. Here we go, cheers.
I've been watching the most funny and annoying game ever, pissing myself laughing.
Oh? What were you watching there, Haley?
Called Chained Together.
It's a brilliant game.
Parker Bain.
Yeah, where you're chained together and you have to work together to jump onto different parts of the obstacles. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Alrighty. I'm dying. We're almost level 80.
It was Daz and Will playing it and they are such funny mates.
Ah, I see, I see. Don't know who they are, but That's literally what makes up the whole game, is the communication between the two people. When somebody screws up and then they both start chuckling and I told you to do this. I was doing it, man. Go quick, jump. No. Just a bunch of stuff. What, my boy? What? Help defend the slog. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any of that. Just going to have to restart those ones. Rebuild. Yes, my boy. I just turned the game on, my boy, though. I know, my boy. Though that may not be too long. Okay. Yeah, I passed out so hard this morning. I was waiting for Rocket League to download. I was at like 90% when I passed out. There was I think an update.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka-World is ours.
My boy.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like culture talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka-World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. It needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. They
Think you'll get early night today.
Turning on each other. In an operation this big, we can be
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya.
Nobody's gonna hand it to us.
I'm probably gonna be up all night though.
Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to
I just woke up not too long ago.
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it.
Did you not have
If we're
work?
aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle.
No, it got called off today.
I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka-World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka-World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Oh, by the way, me and Erica can't find each other on RL, so do you know what to do?
Yes.
I want to trade a few things.
Yes.
Whatever you
I'll make sure that we we get together and add each other, and everything will be okay. Okay, now I gotta go here. We go.
You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me,
Nisha.
just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. I never realized how much you enjoyed playing with fire, and I can't wait to see you burn.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will give you dread. You really should rethink where you stand, unless you're a fan of watching back.
Why can't I? Where is that bitch?
Not
She
sure
ain't even
who's
here.
worse. You.
That's a pretty one, isn't it? Orange-colored sky, my Nat King Cole.
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of
State of
watching
affairs for you
back.
folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old
She gotta
Parsons
be up
Asylum
there
in the
somewhere.
Northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now.
You're lucky Nisha's in charge.
It's empty, abandoned.
Put you out of your
Walk
misery
away.
myself.
Could assume
Savoy.
they got what they
The only
wanted.
thing
Most
keeping
of
me from ripping your throat
given
out
how
is
creepy
Nisha.
that place was,
If you ain't here to make things
can't help
right,
but wonder
you may want to turn
if
tables
something
again
else happened.
before I forget my
We
manners.
may never know for sure. And you know what? That's okay with me.
Syria seems pretty scarce. Thinking of packing it in and heading back to the Commonwealth. Lost one of the Brahmins to some damn rat scorn the other day. I think he's coming down with something. The rest of us are just at each other's throats. Tired of traveling and barely running into any business. This whole land was a bust. As it is, we barely got enough to pay for our losses.
Hey, are all y'all traders? If so, I know a pretty good post nearby. Guarantee you'll turn a profit if you want to check it out.
Well, not sure we want to trust anything some stranger in a mask told us. Sure you're not some sort of raider?
I ain't no raider, and I only wear this mask on account of some Yao wanted to piece me a while back.
Jian just came to say hi or lie.
Nuka-World just a short trip north.
Alrighty, Haley.
Listen,
Good night. Sweet dreams. Talk to you later. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for stopping by. Maybe we'll have to check out this Nuka-World outpost before heading back.
Johnny Mercer, folks. Enjoy.
Sammy just came back with this girl, Dixie.
I'm fixing to toss your head on a pike if you don't walk away right now.
She said she comes from a place where it's safe and protected called Nuka-World. Finally, I'm so tired of trying to live out here on our own, dealing with raiders, finding food, and just surviving.
Watch your back, OB.
We're packing
Sure
up.
ain't making any friends
We're
around
out
here.
of here. I wanted to leave this message for you. It's awful sweet y'all to welcome a stranger into your home.
I had it out with that disciple chick again today, and tired of her always winning. She's got better
I'm
pay,
fixing to toss your
better
head on a
comfort,
pike if you don't walk away right now.
Well, I'm fuck these rules. I'm going after her. Then she's supposed to take down the swamp pond. See who's better. I can't wait. How'd you hear this?
The early bird gets the worm. I just realized it's only like 9:30 for you, Haley. But you were up all night. Crazy.
That should be quiet right back to the top.
Next time I see you.
Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks.
A word of advice, boss.
Some
You
or
don't
all
wanna
of
be
you
on
may
the
have
bad
heard of
side.
an old Carson
Dixie.
disciple.
If you ain't here to make things right, you may want to turn tail and get
Stay away from
before I forget my manners.
I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right
You
now.
know, in a lot of instances,
You're wrong.
poor life
It's
choices will
empty,
get you killed.
abandoned. Now you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened.
When I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
We may never know for sure.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
That's okay with me. Now, Sheldon Allman wants his
Not
girl
sure
to
who's
crawl
worse,
out through
you
the fallout.
or Coulter.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed. You're lucky Mish is in charge. If it were up to me,
Packing disciples. Bunch of amateurs.
You got some kind of death wish?
Ray, welcome. Cutting up the chicken.
Don't listen to the bleats of those operator sheep.
Ignore the peacock and deal with gangsters. We'll domesticate the suit.
The disciples are crazy. The operators can't be trusted.
What's up?
Boss, I got something that requires your attention.
What you got?
I want to cause a little ruckus for our so-called friends, the disciples. They made what they think is a powerful ally. Little do they know, alliances with corpses don't last long. If you catch my meaning.
I trust there'll be something in this for me.
The rules of the pack. You help chase down the prey, you share in the spoils. So yeah, you'll get some.
Sign me up.
Wish everyone had your thirst for the chase.
Gotta chase what you want to catch.
Yeah, because I slept most of the day away. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own and bury our shit.
See that crazy robot dressed like a bottle?
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching your back.
Mags and William are strict as far as bosses go. But if you can do the job, they'll take care of you.
Got plenty of soda.
Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one's a slave that don't want to be.
Oh, my dad's calling. Give me a second there, Ray. Hello. Yeah. What do you mean? Is that what you're calling me for? Okay, goodbye. Like, really? Really? What a wild phone call. Why?
This place really makes me want to work at Fallout.
General supplies here. Come and stock up.
I kind of just started where I left off yesterday. Yeah, no. Just started not too long ago.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka-World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, if you collect a full set of park medallions, I'll give you a special reward.
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park are several dispensing machines that will give you a special park medallion. Once you've got a complete set, just bring them back to me for a special reward.
Where can I find these dispensing machines?
I'll give you a hint. You'll want to visit some of our most popular rides and attractions to find them. What else would you like to know?
What if I want a place to relax or get a bite to eat? Where should I go?
Why, you're already here. Nuka-Town, USA is a great place to unwind and enjoy a delicious...
Sure.
If you're searching for a tasty treat your kids will love, take the whole... Looking for a romantic night out? Enjoy dinner and a show at the parlor. Want a commanding view while you enjoy... If you're up for a challenge, test your skills at the Nuka Cave. What else would you like to know?
Tell me about the different areas of...
With pleasure. Set a course for the stars in the galactic zone and see the amazing future of mankind's journey into space. Explore Starport Nuka and blast into adventure aboard the Nuka Galaxy roller coaster. Travel back in time to Dry Rock Gulch, where you can walk the dusty streets of a frontier town. See history come to life in our authentic reenactments of... Challenge the head. Be sure to visit your younger... Finally, in celebration of its worldwide debut, we've revamped the World of Refreshment ride to... What else would you like to know?
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for... Error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, toe-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day!
Seems like every time I fix one thing, another thing breaks.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. The gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long had it taken to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there. So I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
and
she came to the YouTube.
Despite Coulter's change of heart,
she's going to bed though.
I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead. That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day.
There's machines here that used to spray kids with Nuka-Cola. What was wrong with those people?
Remember, you won't see hidden cavity codes without the glasses. Make sure you're wearing them while you search.
Was on sentry duty the other night. Spotted a pair of disciples eating that. Oh, God. I hope it was a rat stag.
What are the other gangs gonna do with Nuka-World? Turn it into a slaughterhouse? A barn? Only makes sense to give us run of the place.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching. You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices. You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Need something, boss?
I want to trade a few things.
Sure thing. Damn, boss. That's a heavy load you got.
That was Tex Bennick's. You folks out there listening to Diamond City Radio have always enjoyed the radio plays, right? The ones about the dreaded Silver Shroud. We've had them in rotation for a while now, and they're a fun little adventure. Only now it seems the adventure has become real. That's right, folks. The Commonwealth now has its very own superhero in the form of the Silver Shroud. Or, at least, someone dressing up like him. Crime in Goodneighbor has a new enemy, it seems. Why would someone don that costume? Your guess is as good as mine. Probably better, in fact. So I guess if you're out there and thinking about breaking the law, you might want to consider steering clear of Goodneighbor. Or else the Shroud might come after you. Here's another one of the main spots. It's all over but the crime.
Need something, boss?
Come with me. I need your help.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I don't care to talk much. Gets me into trouble.
What was that? Who is mocking me? Oh. Is that better? Okay, take your time. Nice. Almost done.
We limit the RAM.
Good. Sounds like a plan.
Yes, my boy.
I guess we know where all the radiation's coming from now.
That was Billie Holiday. Yet another bit of news from the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm going to tell you a little story about a boy named Billy. Now, Billy lives here in the Commonwealth and wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family, but then he managed to run into the Vault Dweller. I'm happy to report that with the Vault Dweller's help, Billy was reunited with his family. Stories with happy endings don't come along all too often, so I hope this one put a smile on your face. I know it did for me. Keep it tuned here, folks, to Diamond City Radio. Here's a positive take on life with a touch of nostalgia. It's Anything Goes by Cole Porter.
He's over by the front door, kind of. Yes, my boy. Want to say hi?
So, people drag children here to fatten up
and me.
Aha, got another one.
Going up.
He's here.
by Elton Britt.
Not sure.
Folks, I'd
Nobody's
like to take a moment
commenting,
for
so.
something a little more As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey,
Mason, get the hand off of me.
thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends,
Onto your fingers.
I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough sentiment from me. Let's get it on back to the meeting, shall we? Feeling a little uncivilized? That's not such a bad thing, according to Danny Kaye.
Nuka-World should have had more settlement options for as big as it is.
I do agree. I do agree.
Mulligan's Mine.
I'm gonna trust you know what you're doing. Just space on that.
There's only one entrance to this place? Jesus. I thought for sure there would be a second entrance somewhere.
I never realized how much you enjoyed playing with fire. And I can't wait to see you burn. There's nothing I hate more than seeing you breathe.
That was 5 stars. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town.
Oh, there it is.
Commonwealth Weaponry.
Clue number 7.
Protect yourself. Protect your family. This is Travis Lonely Miles bringing you Johnny Mercer's personality.
A word of advice,
Something
boss.
I only recently acquired, as I'm sure you're all aware.
I ain't got nothing for ya. Go on now. There's my favorite deputy.
Okay, time for rip. Cheers. A rip for Ray. Okay, I got you right here.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay, it won't give me a hint as to where the Cappy is. So, go this way.
Don't leave anything behind, if you can help it.
Terry.
Eight clues. Almost done.
Weird.
We'll have to kill him some other time, I suppose.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? I'm not there. No. Stayed home. Yeah. Whenever it's ready. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to message my dad to pick me up, or I'm gonna have to take the bus. Alrighty. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Get over here, Gage.
Hey.
What's up, boss?
Well, quit walking away. Thank you.
More than happy to hold all the expensive stuff.
Louis Jordan, folks. Gotta love him. Good news is something often in short supply in the Commonwealth, folks. So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you. If you were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Harkening back to the days when searching for radioactive material was something to look forward to, here's Uranium Rock.
Hey.
Need something from me? Time to divvy up the loot.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Get that rifle.
You're the overboss. From here? No, boss.
Grab that gun over there.
Sounds like a plan.
Take that weapon.
Yep, okay.
Grab that.
Sure thing.
Get that.
You're the overboss.
Pick that up.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, boss.
Hey.
What you need?
Take that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. I suppose everything's got its uses, but that... I don't know, boss.
No freaking way. Wow, now I gotta do all that all over again. At least I know where they are. I was literally going back to save too. That's so unfortunate. Wow.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka-World is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just got to understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage? Why stop there? Why not take over the moon while we're at it?
Nah, the little green men can keep that one. Taking back Nuka-World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sure. And I suppose you'll have someone else give the orders while I'm gone. Convenient.
Hey, ever since you set foot in Nuka-World, I've been looking out for your interests. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka-World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust, but Shank...
If you're vouching for this Shank guy.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Just head over and talk. And while you're doing it's about time. Oh.
Okay.
spots with maybe. The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, the old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever the Commonwealth is, right? That's good to hear, don't you think?
Just when I was
Next,
starting to have some
orange-colored
fun.
sky by Mr. Nat King Cole.
So, people drag children here to fatten up before eating them?
Did I not get the Cappy? What the fuck?
Aha, got another one.
earned his place at the top. Don't forget that.
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together. Nice. Sweet.
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Got it.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me for today. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Now here's Way Back Home by Bob Crosby.
doing? I don't have power armor. I could totally take that. I'm so used to having my power armor on and just like, oh, I should have had gauge. Like, no, grab the power armor. Where did I get it from? Over here. Okay, I'm done. I gotta get ready for work. It was fun.